Good afternoon. Welcome to Transform My Trading. Today is Thursday, January the 8th, 2026, and I wanted to go over the NQ chart. And let me actually go into the ones without the levels and the angles. So here we are on the right. On the left, we've got the 1 minute chart. On the right, we've got the 5 minute chart of NQ, and these are without the levels and angles. Uh, but I do have it here, the day session open, overnight low, overnight high, the first 5 minute high and low. And I'm also using the VWAP. Just you don't have to really use VWAP, but it does act as support and resistance and reversal points sometimes. So it's also good to have that on there. Okay, so these are basically the blank charts I call, and then let's put on our transform my trading levels and angles, and here we go. So the market on the, let's focus on the 5 minute right here on the right side. The market actually opened up and it dropped considerably. I usually don't trade the first 5 minute. There were some people trade after 5 minutes or so. There were some trades after that, but I, based on my levels and angles, I wait for the market to give me the direction and reversal points based on the levels and the angles. I don't trade the, like, for example, most people would trade this 5 minute breakout here, which is fine. That's a trading style you can adapt. I personally don't do that. So what I traded, let me show you guys some of the trades, and I trade off of the 1 minute chart. Just so we are clear, once the market dropped today, and the rest of the day was in a really tight choppy zone all day. Look at it, dropped here and it played around this area most of the day. But it did give us some good opportunities to either buy or sell on a scalping levels. So let's go on to, let's expand the 1 minute chart. So this is the 1 minute chart. And as you guys could see, the market dropped. This level was here. There was the low of the 5 minute. So some people, like I said, they would have traded this drop right there. I didn't. My first trade was when the market came down and it touched this angle here and the level and closed above that level. It gave us a good divergence on RSI. It was an oversold condition. So this was a good buy area right there. Okay. And then market came back up and tried to break this level right here. Look at how many times it touched and even touched the angle right there in the VWAP, and it was never, you know, able to break it with force. It dropped right back. So there was a good short right here. Ideally, if you wanted to go aggressive, you could have done it right around that area, or if you wanted to be conservative, you could have traded below this bar here. Okay, just to be on the conservative. And then the market came down and touched the level and angle right here. That was a good long, and we had an oversold condition on the RSI. So this was another long right there. Market went back up and found resistance again at this level right here. And this was a good short again right there. It was below the level, below VWAP, and exactly at the level. Look how many times it touched the level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and it was never able to break it. So this was a good short right here. It came down again and touched this level this time, the same level as before, found support, and again, both angle and the level were acting as support with a RSI oversold condition. So that was a good long right there. Then the next one, we could have traded these, but they were pretty fast. This was a good trade. Remember, you don't have to trade every setup. This was a good trade. The market was oversold. It came down back to this level. There were several trades right here again at the day's overnight low right there and this level. But the best one afterwards was this trade right there. Remember I told you guys on this chart that I also put the 5 minute low and high, the first 5 minutes high and low. And I usually don't trade, most people do trade the breakouts. I put it on there just because throughout the day, at least once the market comes back and touches either level and reverses. And today it was a perfect example. That level right there, it came back up. We had the view up. We had the low of the 5 minute bar. And if we add our angle and level right there, it touched the level. It tried to break it to go to the next one, but it didn't. So that was a pretty good short. Now, the conservative short, you could have gone low below here, right there. Or aggressive, it was right here. Okay. So then another long right there. It came back and touched that level. And then we should have been done by then, but if you were trading, there was a good long right there and several shorts along this angle right there. See how this angle all day, basically, the market played around this one angle right there. Okay. So there was a short there, short there, short there. There was another short right there in the latest session, but you really didn't have to trade most of it. So, all right. So that's about it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at transformmytrading@gmail.com. Again, that's transformmytrading@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to get back to you guys. Thank you again and have a great day.